Hi everyone, and welcome to another video. My name is Micheline. I am a certified health coach and a nutrition coach. So in today's video, I am going to talk about basic preventive measures that we can take advantage of to promote general wellness and also reduce our risk of chronic disease. What propelled me to talk about these preventive measures is as a result of a video that I came across online about Two-Face on Thursday with on a podcast, on Afrobeat podcast, talking about, the evolution of the present day Afrobeat. So in that podcast, he talked about his friend, Sound Sultan, who was also a popular Nigerian artist who passed away, after, struggles with cancer at the age of 44. So, according to Two-Face, he said that they thought at first that it was malaria, and that they didn't know it was something else, and the cancer was diagnosed, late, and that was when the cancer had, taken up the whole cell. So, and unfortunately, he died, seriously, well, may his soul rest in peace, But, it really caught me, because this news also, he is talking about it when Ghana also announced, the death of OJ Black. For people who don't know OJ Black is also a famous a famous Ghanaian rapper, who some years back, talked about his struggles with kidney disease. And according to him, he spoke about that his kidney disease was as a result of his, lifestyle. He talked about his binge drinking. He talked about, bad eating habits. He talked about not prioritizing his health. And he also went on to say that, he was not really taking his life seriously, So, and because of that, he had that kidney disease. And then he also talked about, he advised, in a way, the young generation to take care of themselves, look for information that could help them out there to take care of their health and prioritize their health. He also advised them to stay away from pressure, that could really make them do some certain things that is really would have some kind of adverse effect on their health in the name of keeping up with trends, So after hearing that, I was kind of feeling a little bit, why can't God give, a second chance? And so it also reminded me of the tweet from our renowned Professor Patu Tomi, some weeks back as well, talking about his struggles with prostate cancer. So he said that, so many people are going through prostate cancer in Nigeria, and because of the ignorance, people don't know how, to manage their situation. And he stressed the need for health screening, and that health screening is very important. And if you look at these things, that all these three people, mentioned, and, the death of Sultan as well, it boils down to one thing, that we really need to prioritize our health, and prioritizing our health take some measures, and these measures I'm going to talk about on today's video. Before I go on, I would want to say two things. One of them is the fact that whatever information I'm giving to you on today's video is meant to widen your knowledge so that you can, apply them in your daily day-to-day lifestyle to take care of your health. It doesn't replace any professional advice that you get from your doctor or you get from your healthcare professional. Then another thing is, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel, and don't forget, to share these videos with people you might think might be interested, in this kind of topic. Having said that, let's get into today's video. So like I said before, preventive measures, are kind of basic things that you do to help yourself, to help reduce your risk of, chronic disease, or reduce your risk of getting ill, at any point in time. And one of them, before I go to talk about one of them, I would like to let you know one thing. In Nigeria, when we feel some certain way, some kind of discomfort, probably some kind of headache, some kind of pain in our body, we don't have to, like, self-diagnose ourselves, because that is what we usually do. Or probably friends around will say, yeah, maybe it's malaria, is it not headache? Don't worry, I'll just give you ibuprofen, it's malaria. I would want to let you know that most of these discomforts, pains, and honest pains that you cannot describe where it is coming from, some kind of headache, are symptoms that something is going on in your body and that you need to seek professional help. So don't just sit down there and think that, it might be some kind of malaria, that you can take malaria drugs and then it is over. So having said that, let me just go into, the preventive measures. So I have like 4 outlined preventive measures, that I have prepared for you today. And these are things that you can take advantage of. These are things that you can, little things that does not require, much of your effort, probably for some people. But for some people, it is just something you can just apply in your everyday life. And one of them is the one they have been talking about today, up until now, which is health screening. Health screening is very important, so I'm not going to repeat what everybody has been saying. Health screening helps you, to dictate, whatever a thing that you are going through, or your risk of going through something on time. For example, if you have, the risk of getting cardiovascular disease, health screening, can help you dictate that, and you get information on how you can prevent it or how you can manage it when it eventually comes. Health screening also help you to dictate, some kind of illness on time, which allows for early intervention. And when something is intervened early, the treatment success rate is always high, and something you can take advantage of. So it is very important, if you are 35 and above out there, you have not done any health screening at all, seriously, this is the time now. Sit up, just pick your phone, make that appointment with your doctor, sit one-on-one with him and talk about what health screening actually represent, how you can take advantage of it, what you can do, and how to start. This is very important for you, whether you are a man or a woman out there. This is very important, and you are going through some kind of discomfort. It is time for you to seek professional help. Then the next one is healthy eating. Healthy eating is something that is far-fetched from Nigerians, but it's not unattainable. It's something that you can do. Health, with the influx of highly processed food and even the way we prepare our own food, an average Nigerian wants to eat fried meat, and this fried meat has saturated fats in it, and then the oil that they're using to soak the meat, is also saturated, with hydrogenated fats and all that. These are having some kind of adverse effects on our health. One thing you have to know is that cardiovascular disease is #1 cause of death in the whole world. And Black people are more susceptible, to this kind of disease because of, the way we eat, because of the way we prepare our food. So trying as much as possible to look for healthy ways that we can help ourselves, and healthy options that are out there for us will do us a whole lot of good to maintaining, good health. Eating fresh, and try maybe using my plate, or some kind of, or using the Canada food guideline, because that's the one I usually use. The Canada the Canada diet guideline, it represents like, half of your plate with veggies, then a quarter of your plate with whole grain, and then the other half with, some with proteins, which is very, very nice. Try out these kind of things. It might also help you to adopt a healthier lifestyle. Then the next one I'm going to talk about is physical activities. Physical activities is very important. The immense benefit you stand to get, when you combine physical activities with healthy eating is numerous. For example, physical activities help clears your arteries. Physical activities helps your heart to pump better, and also help with heart health. Physical activities reduces your risk of, LDL cholesterol. Physical activities promote cognitive health and also reduce stress, so you can imagine, and not to talk about the physical outlook, that you stand also to gain, when you engage in physical activity, so it's very important. Just stand up and go out there and see what you can do for yourself. If you don't have a very nice park around your place, if you cannot run, try and take a walk, make it a habit, make it an everyday thing. If you don't, like I said, if you don't have a park around your area, get a gym membership. If you are living in diaspora, especially here in Germany, and you have a chronic disease, take your telephone and call your health insurance provider. I have heard that they usually help, to pay part of gym membership. So if you're going through chronic disease, call them, find out the kind of offers they have for you. They can also give you some kind of tips on how to adopt a healthier lifestyle for free, so you don't really need to pay for a health coach. Then the next one I'm going to talk about is alcohol, smoking, and drug abuse. This particular one is the one that people are trying to portray as if it is something in moda, that it is something, something in fashion. Seriously, you are doing your organs a disservice, with the substances you are ingesting in them. The more you are ingesting these substances into your body, and these substances are metabolized by your liver, at a time, your liver will just tell you, Aki meyego, Sasufi, I'm done with all this, I can't do it anymore. And that is when that is your breaking down point, so it is very important that you try as much as possible to see how you can detox your body, to stop most of this substance from your body to achieve optimal health. If you are struggling to help yourself do this, if you don't know how to start, you are trying to quit alcohol, stop smoking, and also quit taking drugs, look for a professional, a professional that can help you through this kind of thing. There are lots of professionals out there that can help you. Look for somebody that you can confide in. If your group of friends or the people you hang out with are the people that are really making you, engage yourself in this kind of thing, try as much as possible to stay away from these people. It will do you a whole lot of good, to stay away from them. And that's all I have for you guys on today's video. And I hope you guys pick one or two things from this. Try as much as possible to send out these videos, share these videos to people you might think might be interested in this kind of video. And with that being said, stay healthy, stay beautiful, and I hope to see you guys on my next video. Ciao.